Hello, everybody. Robert Haynes of the Game House, and I'm here with Busio after a little bit of an unfortunate loss to Team Liquid. Outside of the loss, how are you doing, man?
Outside of the loss, I'm doing good. I mean, it's the start of the season. Don't need to be too sad about any loss. It's just about improving. We don't even have our full roster, and it's
True.
it's all good. Doing
Oh,
well.
good. Good, good. No, absolutely. I know it's kind of weird going from one extreme where you guys played out of your minds, on the first day, to well, not another extreme. You guys didn't play, I don't think, terribly today, but I know things just
Mhm.
didn't really go your way. What do you think were like the biggest, I guess, differences between yesterday and today?
Well, yesterday we just had lanes winning, just killing their opponents, good early game situation. So then, of course, the game is very easy from there. And today it's just a very, very slow game. I think like 2 kills at like
Yeah.
23 minutes or something like that. And it just comes down to like one or two mistakes and you lose. And there's like two engagements in the entire game. So yeah, not like our level was insanely different. It's just like a different game. Yesterday we snowballed, today we didn't, so we need to play the Oh, you're back.
Am I okay? All right. Sorry. Yeah, I lost you there for a second. We'll cut that out. No worries. But yeah, no, I got most of the answer. So we'll go, we're good. We're gonna head on to a question about you specifically. Right. You're heading into your second split as a pro. Are you finding the start to this split to be maybe a little bit more easy or maybe a little bit more challenging now that you know what to expect?
Well, of course it's more easy. Like the first split, like I'm unsure about stage fright or anything or just like the life of being an LCS player, but now that I've done it for half a year or so, I'm just more adjusted, so of course it's going to be easier.
Okay. No, absolutely. I'd love to hear that. Speaking of easier, the meta hasn't really changed a whole lot. So I know I've talked to a couple other players today, and they've all been saying that things are getting a little stale. Are you feeling that way, or are you kind of glad that it's similar because, again, maybe it makes the season, at least to start, a little bit easier?
Mm. Well, I guess it does make the start of the season easier because it's kind of the same meta, but it's definitely not what I'd prefer because like I enjoyed that it was very like aggressive 2v2 range champions at the start of last season, like Heimerdinger, like the Caitlyn
Mm-hmm.
Varus supports, just crazy things like that. And then like a little bit of this Lulu, Yumi, Nami kind of stuff. But now it's just like a bit too far. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like when I'm playing these champs, like eventually you kind of reach like a cap on like some of them. Like Lulu obviously like has more of an infinite skill cap because of like spacing and like how she kind of functions as an ADC in like level 1 and 2
Mm-hmm.
with her strong auto attacks. But like Nami, for example, like every time I play Nami, I don't feel like I'm improving that much on Nami. Of course, like I'm still improving like parts of the game, like macro comms, like just everything not champion related, but like the champion related stuff is a bit capped. So I would love for the meta to swap because it's swapping from like range support to like melee support meta or just like flip flopping often or having both at the same time is just better because I'd just like to start practicing it now in the regular season because
Mm-hmm.
like if it randomly swaps to melee supports during playoffs, that would not be good for me because I need to adjust back into that meta. But I do think on 13.12, like Zeri and Yumi and Lulu got nerfed.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see specifically, but if it's big nerfs, then yeah, that's very good for the stale meta we have right now.
Awesome. Yeah, no, I was told that it's maybe leaning towards melee
Yeah.
supports coming up. So, I mean, is there one in particular that you might be looking forward to playing?
Um, no, I'm just good with swapping it up, but I like Thresh a lot. I know he's not
Fair.
a melee support, but he fits in that kind of Vanguard meta.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Well, great stuff. The big story for you guys, as you mentioned earlier, has been that your coach, Nukeduck, has had to step in and fill in for you guys. What has it been like having him step in after I know you guys were practicing with Quid wow, quite a bit over the break?
Well, Nuke Duck, like honestly, was just like so confident. Like what he showed in the interview yesterday was complete PR Nuke Duck. That's not how he is in real life. So like he's like, guys, this is low elo. I'll smurf, no worries. So it's like easy. Like okay, he fully believes in himself. So like he's just gonna slot right in. And honestly, like, since he's the coach, he knows how we function.
Hmm.
He knows the terminology that we use. He just understands how we see the game. So it was a very easy slot in for the short amount of time he scrimmed. But yeah, definitely excited to put Quid back in there because we scrimmed with him all of Korea.
Okay, no, absolutely. And I guess I was gonna ask you. You answered a little bit, but like, is it kind of weird to have your coach, the person who's telling you guys different things and how to do it, and then you see his actions in game, and you're like, now would you do that if you were the coach? You know, like, what would you say to that? Like, how's it been having him there in that kind of capacity?
No, I feel like he's very consistent with how he was coaching to how he was playing. He's agreeing with the same things. He's viewing it the same. Honestly, the only thing that I guess is kind of inconsistent is like the champion picks because obviously he can't play all the new champs and everything at the highest level because that's not what he played when he was a pro.
True.
But we understand it and we just adjust. But honestly, he can play. Actually, no, now he can play everything. So yeah, I mean, everything's consistent. Everything's good. It's no problem.
No, I love that. I absolutely love that. So then, this is my last one really about the team right now. What are your expectations for your team? Is it worlds or bust? Is it winning a championship? Is it just getting the playoffs and seeing how things go? Where are you guys at right now?
Well, definitely worlds, but of course we're going for the championship. Why not? I feel like we actually have a really strong roster. I feel like our baseline is actually much higher than it was last split. Like for me personally, and even my lane partner Doublelift,
Mhm.
because he was obviously like getting back into pro play.
Sure.
So like I feel like immediately in bot lane we're starting at a much higher level, and I think that'll just snowball the entire team to greater highs.
I love that. Absolutely. All right, so a little bit more heavy hitting stuff here. You know, there's been a lot of discussion based around the late start, the LCSPA, and the different challengers systems, you know, that are being discussed right now. I would like to know for you personally, what was it like during those few weeks that we had off? You know, were you pretty involved because you just came up through the system, right? Or were you kind of just waiting around to see what happened like the rest of us?
I was not too involved because I mean I was involved in like the PA meetings. I joined all the PA meetings. Obviously I
Mm-hmm.
voted, but I wasn't like a leader in
Sure.
that sense. I guess I'm the team representative from the LCSPA, so kind of a leader, but uh, not really making any decisions or anything like I think it's called the council of the PA was.
Sure.
But yeah, I was just kind of hanging around. I didn't like, I mean, obviously on Twitter, a lot of people are like, it's doomed. The LCS is over. The talent development pipeline is over. And it's like, things will just figure itself out. Like, if it's not like a reason to be like super, super concerned, but I am very happy that the PA took a stand and is trying to do, honestly, all it can because we need academy teams, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not 10, but definitely not 0. We need some players developing, you know?
Sure. So you feel like what ended up happening was at least a good stepping stone towards what you guys are hoping to get in the future.
Yeah, well, I'm really not honestly that knowledgeable on like what's optimal, what we need
Sure.
for our region to be healthy, but I mean, the players united, so that's good, I guess.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what you guys can ask for, right? I mean,
Yeah.
um, that kind of brings me into then one more because you're one of the youngest players in the LCS, and I'm gonna bring that up in our lightning round here in a second. But
Mm.
surrounding that, like, what do you think League of Legends needs to do, like as a game, or just the LCS need to do to be able to get more middle school and high school North American, students, kids, interested in potentially going pro in League of Legends?
I mean, I was actually in the League of Legends club in my high school, and I felt like there weren't enough like tournaments, I guess, that were
Okay.
like easy to get into. Like there was some program my high school tried to get into, but it's like complicated. Like you need to apply, like wait a lot. I forgot what it's called. But if there was just like some high school tournaments where you just make a team and there's like a solid prize, I mean, that'd be so much fun for high schoolers to play. So I see no reason to not set something like that up.
Well, I think some grassroots are starting but I'm
Mhm.
hoping that maybe more I guess higher up people of some kind will be able to start doing what you're talking about because I completely
Yeah,
agree with you.
yeah, yeah.
All right, so we're gonna head into the lightning round now. This one is nothing too crazy. It's just a bunch of quick
Okay,
questions. Answer them the best that you can, okay? And then we'll just kind of go from there. I always end on the same question for every single pro. So,
okay.
yeah, let's get started here. Um, like I said, you're one of the youngest players in the LCS, and Solo just played his first game, well, the first LCS game by a 30-year-old
Mhm,
player.
mhm.
Will you still be playing in the LCS when you are 30?
No idea. Probably not. That sounds unlikely,
Okay,
but
okay.
we'll see.
With that, what are you going to get your laning partner Double Lift on his 30th birthday, which is during the split and only about a month away?
No, I'm so bad at gifts. Um, we'll figure it out. Maybe some food. He likes
Okay.
food.
I think that's a good way to go.
Yeah.
So we all know that Hunter Thieves is a clothing brand first and an esports org second. Ha ha, right? But what is your favorite piece of Hunter Thieves branded clothing outside of your Hunter Thieves jerseys?
hmm Well, I like the alumni collection a lot, like
Oh,
everything from there.
yep.
Like, I don't know what it's called, but one of the t-shirts is just red and says Thieves.
Mm-hmm.
I like everything about it. Super comfortable, looks cool, fits well. Honestly, the most recent drop, the Monaco drop,
Oh, that
so
looks
classy. I like
amazing.
it a lot. Yeah,
Absolutely. You
yeah,
getting? Are they going to give you like all of it, or do you have to request it?
we don't actually get all of it. But honestly, that's
Fair.
for the better because I'm already out of space in my closet. But
Makes
yeah,
sense.
we can choose a few select items and always brings a lot of dopamine.
Oh, gotta love that. Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, last two here. Um, who is your favorite champion to be playing in the current meta?
In the current meta. Um, hmm. I mean, sometimes Rakan is
Mm-hmm.
like situationally picked, and I enjoy playing him because I feel like every time I play him, I'm actually like practicing some difficult concepts. So every
Sure.
time I play it and I'm reviewing, I'm like just very like motivated to like keep playing him and like keep getting better at these things.
Absolutely. I love it. All right. Here's the hardest question I'm gonna ask you all day. Um,
Mhm.
what's your favorite Pokemon?
Oh, I never played any Pokemon except I guess Pokemon
Oh.
Go,
Okay. Okay.
but I don't know. I guess Dragonite was OP in that game,
Fair.
so
Fair.
that
Okay.
that guy's pretty cool.
We'll take it. Hey, I will say nobody has picked Dragonite yet. I've asked a lot of pros in the past about Pokemon, so
Oh, okay,
you got
okay,
a unique pick.
let's go.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much for taking the time, and good luck in your game tomorrow and throughout the rest of the split.
Thank you very much. Thanks, Rob.
Yeah, no problem. And yeah, make sure to check out the Game House for all your sports, gaming, and esports needs. And yeah, we'll catch you guys on the next one.
Bye.